So Part C asks us to find the probability that a person has a mathematics SAT score of less than 400. So again, if we translate this into a mathematical statement, we're going to get the probability that x is less than 400, so to the left of 400 on the number line. So again, we're going to start with our picture. Okay, this graph here is centered at 514. And we want to the left of 400. So again, this probability that we've been asked to compute corresponds to the shaded area in the left tail. So again, on the TI-84, to get the probability that x is to the left of 400, again, as we read from left to right, our shaded region here starts at negative infinity. And again, normal distribution, we want a probability, so we're going to use normal CDF from negative infinity, so negative 10, up arrow 99, to 400. And then our mean was 514, and our standard deviation was 117. So again, if we enter that onto the calculator, which again, you should pause the video and you should make that computation yourself to make sure that you are getting the same value here. Rounded off, that should be about 0.165. So again, if we were to interpret that, there is about a 16.5% chance that a randomly selected person who took the ACT scored less than 400 on the math part, the math SAT. All right, and Part D, we want to find the probability that a person has a math SAT score between 500 and 650. And so, again, our probability statement here, we would have x strictly between 500 and 650. So on our given graph here, again, it doesn't label the sides exactly, but they're drawn exactly in reference to the points we gave it. So again, the left side here is at 500 and the right side is at 650. Again, on homework, if you were asked to make a sketch, our mean on this one is at 517. And so again, you would just put a representative 500 to the left of that and a representative 600 to the right of that and shade in between. So again, we have a normal distribution. We've been asked to compute a probability, so we can use normal CDF for that. So to get the probability that x is between 500 and 650, we would use normal CDF. Again, both of our endpoints now are finite. We don't have any infinities, so the left endpoint, our region starts at 500, the right endpoint is at 650, and then our mean is still 514, and our standard deviation is still 117. And so if we compute that, that comes out to be about 0.425. Okay, so there is about a 42.5% chance that a randomly selected person who took the SAT scored between 500 and 650 on the math part, the math SAT.